I'm going to be recommending the Witcher series by Andrzej Sapkowski in 3 minutes. Now, I'm sure you're all familiar with the Netflix adaptation that had so much potential, but ended up being very mediocre due to some of the writers not even being fans of the source material, and even disliking the books. And then there's the incredible video games that did honor the source material. Honestly, Wild Hunt is still one of the best video games I have ever played. But the books are where the rich lore and characterization of The Witcher truly began, and it's still worth checking out even if you're familiar with the other adaptations. At the heart of the series is Geralt of Rivia, a Witcher, and these Witchers are monster hunters, genetically modified and trained from a young age. Geralt, with his iconic white hair and stoic demeanor, is a character that you just can't help be drawn to. He's not just a monster-slaying machine, or a monster himself like some people view his kind. There's a lot of depth to him, and a moral compass and codes that guides his actions and makes him this relatable character that you want to root for. Now, the continent where the Witcher Saga unfolds is a land filled with political intrigue, magical creations, and diverse cultures. The author's ability to weave together different bits of folklore and mythology, along with his own imaginative creations, results in a world that is familiar but also very unique. The continent is just a really fantastic blend of Slavic mythology and high fantasy, and while it's influenced by a lot of fairy tales, it's also believably gritty. This is very much a morally ambiguous world that's tackling a lot of ethical complexity, all while having this sort of storybook wonder at times. You can expect to see everything from dragons and vampires to Striga, Leshen, and drowners. And of course there's people. People like to invent monsters and monstrosities so that they seem less monstrous themselves. The moral dilemmas and the characters' personal struggles are so engaging in these books. And the narrative style of these books is also very immersive. It is peppered with dry humor and really witty dialogue that just makes this dark world surprisingly light at times. Honestly, the humor brings a lot of life into the characters and the narrative as a whole. Now, these books also tackle a lot of social and political themes. Sapkowski uses the fantasy genre as a lens to explore issues on racism, xenophobia, and the consequences of war. Not to mention dive into philosophical discussions on destiny, free will, and the very nature of humanity. It will challenge you to reconsider your perceptions of monsters. This isn't just escapism, there's a lot of depth here that's worth exploring and thinking about. Now, the series starts with 2 short story collections, The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny, which are crucial for understanding the world and its characters. So you then follow these with the 5 main novels that begin with Blood of Elves. Make sure to read them in the correct order. I would also highly recommend the audiobooks if you prefer that. While the adaptations brought Geralt of Rivia's adventures to a global audience, it's the books that offer a deeper, more nuanced exploration of the rich and complex world that Sapkowski has created. So you should go read the series if you haven't yet. And time. Let me know if you plan on reading the Witcher books by Andrzej Sapkowski, or if you've played any of the video games or anything. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you have a suggestion for what 3-minute recommendation you want to see next, then let me know. That's it for this video. I'll see you next time.